Over 40 DC statues have passed through this collection. Today we're going to count down the best ones. I know what you're thinking. Mr. X, why you dressed like that? Sun's out, guns out. Well, I know they're not big guns, but at least maybe a little pocket 9. As the Extreme channel is pushing towards 50,000 subscribers, these are just a few of the statues we are giving away on the journey there. If you want to know how to win one, stay tuned for later in the video. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into the Extreme channel. We have another countdown for you today. Today we're looking at 1/4 scale DC statues. So 1/4 scale means a real life version will be 4 times larger of each of the 30 statues we're going to look at today. Some of them are what we call licensed, so that means that DC has approved these pieces and they're made in mass quantities, like anywhere from 300 to 5,000 on more. Some of them are going to be what we call custom. These are private, unlicensed commissions. Typically, they make less than 100 of those. Now, we're going to dive right in because there's so many to cover, but a few disclaimers. Number one, I'm not going to talk about any throne statues. If they're on a throne, even if they're 1/4 scale, they're out of the countdown. Number two, I'm not going to talk about any of the XM Studios Samurai series. Those are technically 1/4 and they're DC pieces, but I'm going to do a separate video with that countdown. Now lastly, I'm not going to talk about pieces I used to own and I sold. Some of them I dearly love, and they would have done very well in this countdown, but for whatever reason, whether it was space or too many of one character, I ended up selling it off. However, before we get into the actual countdown, which I think there's about 23 left, we're going to look at the incoming pieces of 1/4 scale DC statues. So let's check those out first. First one, of course, is Prime 1 Studios Justice Buster. If you don't know what this is kind of a mix between Batman DC and the Hulkbuster suit. He used it to destroy the rest of the league. It's going to be huge. It's going to be awesome. But very excited for this piece. Also, for the longest time, I've been waiting for the right Wonder Woman in the 1/4 scale. Now, while I loved Gal Gadot's performance, yes, the T is pronounced, I actually love the comic-based as well. And this one offers 2 portraits where you can do both from Queen Studios. So, can't wait to get her. Atrocitus. If you don't know who that is, that's the baddest lantern out there. He's a red lantern, and he is just evil, and this custom piece looks awesome. Custom means it's a private, unlicensed commission. I can't share any information about this one with you, even though it's going to be fantastic. The rest of these that we're going to look at right now are customs as well. This is a Bane diorama. It's made by the same maker of that previous piece. Again, can't share information, but looks fantastic. This is just the render of it. I don't know where I'm going to put all these, as they're huge, but I can't pass up how amazing they look, and that includes this custom Clayface. Again, it just took a character that I thought was kind of and it made it absolutely badass and amazing. This next piece on order is actually a custom Batcave, so it comes with Batman and a whole bunch of other tools. You're not even seeing everything in this picture. It's actually going to take the place of a different Batman you're going to see in the countdown, and it's going to go with another piece that you'll see very shortly. And the last piece I actually have this tracking right now is a Superman Candor piece. Why does Superman need a bike? Well, like I said, you'll see this very soon, so I'll actually give you the storyline behind that when I do the review. Those were in no particular order, and those are all coming in hopefully sometime in the next 12 months. As you saw, one of the pieces I actually have in transit right now. But now we're going to kick it off from my least favorite to my most favorite of 1/4 DC pieces, and all of these have been on this table. If you want to see those videos, you can go back and check those out. For upcoming videos, make sure you've not only liked this video, but you've hit the subscribe button and the bell notification for upcoming content. Alright, so let's count down. Now this first piece is actually surprising. It's this custom Batcave. Now the Batcave itself is actually amazing, and I plan to keep the back half of it. But the problem with it is, it's just too big to display. The Batman that came with it, the Batman on Throne, sucks. I don't like it at all. So I don't even display that, but that's why this comes in as my least favorite right here at number 23. Number 22 is actually a giveaway that we're doing. Unfortunately, it's not something that's going to go with my collection. Most of the Dark Knights metal stuff I have is 1/3 scale, so I'm just not digging this. I may consider picking up Prime 1s because it's the right scale, but for now it's going to be a giveaway for you guys. Number 21 is Sideshow's Premium Format Poison Ivy. Now I'm just showing the picture of this because my thumbnail wasn't the best, but if you recall my review, I just wasn't a fan. Mine had a lot of QC issues, and for the record, there's not a lot of 1/4 scale Poison Ivy, so I'm still keeping her, but she comes in at number 21. Number 20 is the Batman I'm switching out. You know, I initially liked this, and I still like quite a bit of it, but part of the cape broke because it's hard to assemble and it's just an eyesore. That, plus a few other reasons, is why it falls lower on the list. 19 is an interesting one because it's done really well. It's Black Manta from the Injustice video game. Now, it's from a video game. I still have him squaring off against an Aquaman you'll see later in the countdown. This is made by Prime 1 Studios. It's done so well. I just couldn't get past the pose, and I don't love the character, so it's lower on the list. Number 18 is by Sideshow Collectibles. It's the premium format Suicide Squad Jared Leto Joker. I like this. I liked him in the movie. I don't think he compares to the other Jokers, but I still think it's a very cool piece. And same thing with the Harley companion piece. As most people, I loved Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. I think she did a fantastic job. And I like this statue. It just really represents her debut, where I think she was awesome in this movie, despite the fact I didn't like the movie. Number 16 is also by Sideshow Collectibles. This is their premium format Joker, their most recent one, because they've made a whole bunch, and all of them are honestly pretty good. I like this one. It shows how crazy he is, how maniacal he is. Very cool piece. I actually ended up selling other ones I had, and I kept this one. Number 15 is a custom Flash statue. I love the concept of this piece. As you recall, I wasn't a huge fan of the paint job. Some of the details are missing in the sculpt, but that concept really, really makes it pop. Maybe one day I'll have Mrs. X paint it, and who knows, it could be in the top 10 or even the top 5. Number 14 is very similar to that Black Manta. It's by Prime 1 Studios. It's from Injustice 2, and it's done incredibly well. The paint, the sculpt, the detail is fantastic. However, there's just something about it that I don't dig as much, so it falls a little bit lower on the countdown, or kind of in the middle. Due to nostalgia reasons, these custom 1/4 scale Jack Nicholson Joker statues are number 13 for me. Both the Bind variant, they only made 10 of those, and the regular version. So many switch outs, very cool pieces to have, and I love this character. Number 12 is the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman from Sideshow Collectibles. So this is the older version. I know there's some new versions coming out now, some custom ones, some from Tweeterhead, but I think this statue looks amazing. I think it captures the character perfectly from what's arguably a not-so-good Batman movie. Number 11 is the Nightmare Batman. Now I'm showing him without the switch-out head, which I prefer the switch-out head, but Sideshow knocked this one out of the park. I don't think it gets enough love, and that's why it's ranked pretty high in my countdown at number 11. All right, so we have the top 10 left, and before we get there, let's give a shout out to our sponsor, the Coldest Water Bottle. That's right, these water bottles, as you see, come in all shapes, colors, and sizes. They keep stuff cold for 36 to 100 hours. You don't have to just put water in here. You can put anything. Blood, goat milk, White Claw, that's the best. If you want to win one of these, there's a link in the description below. There's also a link that if you click on it and you buy something, it helps support the channel. And you can use the code EXTREME for a 10% discount. But let's check out the top 10. Number 10 is Sinestro. So this is a custom actually made by the same people as the Flash. So there's a lot of similar things. But I think it's ranked much higher. I think it's an awesome piece. Again, amazing concept. The paint could have been a little bit better. I love how it shows his power because he's a pretty badass dude. Number 9 is a Dark Horse. This is the Harley Quinn from Sideshow Collectibles, one of the 50 they've made, but this is my favorite. This one didn't get a lot of love, but I absolutely love it. I think it captures the character perfectly. She looks fantastic. Both had switch outs, and I put her at number 9, which surprised the hell out of me. Number 8 also surprised the hell out of me. Now, this is a picture of the prototype where I actually have a production piece which is scaled a little bit better. He's a little bit smaller. This custom Superboy was awesome. Again, just shows his flamboyancy, shows how awesome he is. I love it, and it comes in at number 8. Number 7 is also a Superman piece. This is kind of my go-to Superman piece. It's a Superman Forever piece with some switch-out symbols on his chest. Shows him transforming from Clark with an absolutely amazing piece for sure. Number 6 is Sideshow's Scarecrow Premium Format, this most recent piece. They really knocked this out of the park. I love every level of it. The paint on the bottom with the purple smoke could have been done a little bit better, so I guess I don't love every part of it. But nonetheless, it's an awesome, awesome piece. Staying with the Superman theme we were doing earlier, here's a custom black suited Superman. This one is awesome on every single level. I can't believe I actually considered selling him. No way, I keep him with all the other Supermans, but he is definitely one of my favorites, coming in at number 5. Number 4, I apologize for a little bit of a blurry picture, but it's a custom Penguin. Make sure to check out this review. It's one of my older reviews, so the production value isn't as good, but the statue itself is absolutely amazing. 3 portraits, and it really does a tribute to this character, and it's a really rare made piece as well. Number 3 surprised me, but this custom Riddler that I actually got to review the prototype, and now I have a production piece, is awesome on every single level. It shows how crazy and maniacal and genius he is. So I'm a huge fan of this custom Riddler piece coming in at number 3. Number 2 still can't be beat, I think. This is Sideshow's OG Bane Premium format. Now, I've seen video and pictures of the new one. At this time, I haven't seen it in person, but I still prefer this one. I think this one is hard to beat. It's an absolutely amazing piece. My custom one may beat it, and we'll do an Extrumble video, which is a comparison video between those two when it comes in. And my number 1 piece is this custom Aquaman. It's huge, it's giant, and with this, honestly, this piece alone is the only reason I've done a 1/4 scale line, or I've held on to it for so long, because it's too big to ship, it's too amazing to sell, and for that reason I've kept my entire 1/4 line of DC pieces simply because how awesome this piece is. Alright, favorite part of the video for me, guys. Put in the comments below what your favorite 1/4 scale DC piece is. Non-throne, non-samurai. Is it one that was on the list? Is it one that's coming out? Is it one that you own, or just one that you've seen before? And the reason I ask you to comment is because of this. We will be giving all of these statues away, plus additional ones, at every 5,000 subscriber milestone. To win one of these statues, all you have to do is make sure you've liked this video, you've subscribed to the channel, you've hit that bell notification, and then just drop a comment below. Every 5,000 subscriber milestone, we are going to do a random drawing and pick a random comment and give one of these statues away, plus some additional ones I'm not showing right now. The more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are to win. As always, guys, I really appreciate you tuning in. Thanks so much. If you haven't hit the like button yet, please do that. It helps me very, very much. It also helps me if you subscribe and you haven't, because quite a few of you haven't. So go ahead and do that, and I will check out. I'm going to go check out some beer and some sun. Talk to you soon. Take care.